Okay, let's try radioactive decay problem. Imagine that 1/6 of a radioactive material has decayed in the first 10 years. What is the half-life of the material? So it might help to remember this is the equation for half-life. So if you want to know the amount of material, you start with the initial amount, we call it A naught, and you multiply times, well, 2 to the negative. Remember, 2 to the negative 1, that's like a half. You multiply times a certain number of half-lives, right? Times 1/2 to the T over H. Well, what's T over H? Notice that T is the time that's passed and H is the half-life. So if the half-life was 30 years, when T equals 30, you'd be multiplying times 2 to the negative 1. Okay, but let's look at our problem in particular. Okay, now 1/6 of the material has left, but that means that 5/6 of the material is still there. So whatever the initial amount was, 5/6 of it is left, right? And we know that happened after 10 years. So T is going to be 10. So here's where we stand currently. Look, the variable that I have here is H. I want to know the half-life. A naught, I don't really want to know. And luckily, I can basically just cancel from both sides. Let's divide by both sides, regardless of how much I started with. Divide both sides by A naught. Boop, boop. And now I've got a basic exponential equation. Here's my base, there's my exponent, there's my output. Okay, so I can either convert this to an equation with log base 2, or I can take log base 10 of both sides. Both are good approaches, but I think I want to model the approach log base 10. So log base 10 of 5/6 equals log base 10 of 2 to the negative 10 over H. Okay, now here's my equation, but remember I've got a variable in the exponent, and the whole purpose of the power rule is to get things out of the exponent of logs. So I'm going to cheat, I'm going to just copy and steal the exponent there, and I'm going to paste it out in front. That's what the power rule allows me to do, right? Take that exponent, put it out in front. Now, I really want to solve for something in the denominator. I'm going to clear denominators. So let me just, the benefit of being on a computer is you can just paste away, right? I'm going to multiply both sides by H, or you could think about it as cross multiplying. Boom, I've got my H on the other side. Now I just want to solve for H, right? So let's see, I guess I just have to divide by log of 5/6, whatever that is, just a number. Whoop. And now I just have to know what that is. Well, that might be, a little above my series grades. So maybe I'll just type it into Desmos. Negative 10 log base 2 divided by log of 5/6. 38.02. So let's say approximately 38 years. Hope that's helpful.